If your child struggles with chronic neurological challenges like autism, ADHD, sensory processing disorder, anxiety, seizures, OCD, PANS, PANDAS, then it's likely these four things are true for you, mom and dad. You've exhausted all support from the traditional pediatrician, medical specialists, and medical system, finding little to no answers or help finding the root cause. You've been up late at night countless times searching and scrolling through websites, Facebook groups, and Instagram accounts, searching for the root cause and drug-free help for your child. You've also done and gone after every diet, change, detox, probiotic supplement, integrative therapy, but something still is not quite right and your child still struggles. And it's not just the diagnosis you're looking for help with, but every single day is a struggle. If that sounds like you, then it's likely your child and your whole family are stuck in what we call the perfect storm. And that's a sequence of life-altering events or stressors that happen in a child's life, especially early in life, as far back as pregnancy, labor and delivery, childhood, that leaves their nervous system stuck in a perpetual state of fight or flight overdrive and throws them off track developmentally. No matter what you try, they seem to just stay stuck and struggle each day. And you see some improvements with diet changes, detoxes, movement-based therapies like PT, OT, and speech, but nothing seems to last, and nothing seems to get the job all the way done. Let me share a few numbers that really put this in perspective. It's estimated that 20% of children in the United States have special healthcare needs, and over 40% of school-age kids have a chronic health condition. On top of that, research shows that the rates of conditions like ADHD and autism have been steadily increasing year after year. These are alarming trends, and they've left so many parents searching for answers and solutions beyond traditional medical approaches. So let me walk you through what's actually driving all of this. First, here's the big idea. Everything is linked together. Most parents don't realize that their child's early childhood health issues, things like colic, constipation, eczema, ear infections, are all linked together. And here's the part that nobody tells you. Kids don't really grow out of these things. Instead, they grow into things like sensory issues, autism, ADHD, asthma, and allergies. These conditions follow a predictable pattern, and that's exactly what we call the perfect storm. Now, while medicine has a different specialist for neurological issues, a different one for gut challenges, another for immune system problems, the truth is they're all connected together through one system, the nervous system. It often starts with high amounts of stress during pregnancy. It's the first thing we usually see. So one of the single most overlooked triggers of things like sensory and spectrum disorders in kids is a high stress, high intervention, medicalized pregnancy and prenatal period. So here's what happens. That early exposure to stress shifts mom's nervous system into sustained fight or flight stress response. And all of those stress hormones are then shared with baby because baby's nervous system is developing as well, and it's developing in that environment. Remember, the umbilical cord doesn't just bring nutrients and oxygen to the baby, but it also serves as the electrical power cord that connects mom's nervous system to the baby's. The next overlooked component is birth. The birth intervention and physical trauma that happens and that can happen to baby's neck, brainstem, and nervous system. When an infant gets stuck in the birth canal and interventions are used like forceps, vacuum extraction, induction, or C-section, it ends up putting immense pressure on the baby's head, neck, and that delicate brain system that we always try to protect when we're holding newborn babies, that upper neck area. That can create significant tension, misalignment, changes in neuromuscular function for this brand new infant. And we can call this subluxation. That's the technical term for neurological dysfunction. But it's that brainstem, that upper cervical area that starts to shift, and it can shift the nervous system into a sustained fight or flight response. In turn, it shuts down or suppresses what we call the vagus nerve. And that controls the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the side of the nervous system that is in charge of so much: rest, sleep, soothing, latching, swallowing, eating and digestion, respiration, breathing, mucus secretion, immune function, all of that. Fourth, it all adds up to then a stressed, colicky, fussy, sick infant and toddler who then may have to go on antibiotics or steroids or medications. Once a child's nervous system is overstressed and out of balance, they immediately begin to struggle with all of those things I just mentioned. Their immune system and digestive system are really challenged and they start to get sick. And what happens next? The pediatrician often prescribes antibiotics, other medications, which can further destroy the gut-brain connection and the microbiome, throwing the child even more off track. See where I'm going with this? And eventually it can all cascade into autism, asthma, allergies, ADHD, anxiety, and more. Here's the key. While each condition gets diagnosed and medicated separately, they actually all originate from the same place: neurological dysfunction and what we call dysautonomia, which simply means the entire autonomic nervous system is out of balance, dysregulated, and dysfunctional. That's exactly why I'm so dedicated and passionate about this cutting-edge care that really helps get to the root of the problem. I'm highly trained in pediatric chiropractic care with 3 different certifications, and I primarily practice a very light, gentle technique that's not only great for kids, but it's great for adults too, called network spinal. Don't wait another day to start your child's healing journey. Visit our website to learn more about the perfect storm, how we can help, schedule your initial consultation today, and take the first step toward giving your child the gift of health. Together, we can navigate the perfect storm and help your child thrive. I can't wait to meet you. Reach out.